proportional relationships. Today we're going to use equations to solve problems. You're going to relate all of the values in a situation to variables to use in an equation, and you're going to set up equations to solve problems. So here's a situation where we have 5,000 concert tickets selling for $311,000. And we're being asked what's the cost of one ticket, how much money will be made if they sell 7,000 tickets, and how many tickets are sold if they make $379,420. So let's take this in steps. Let's start with the cost of one ticket, which is the unit rate or the constant of proportionality. The cost of one ticket, and I can get that by dividing 311,000 by 5,000 and getting $62.20. So one ticket costs $62.20. And as I said earlier, this is the constant of proportionality. Let me put it into a table to show you the number of tickets and the money made. They told us 5,000 tickets for $311,000, and we've just calculated one ticket for $62.20. So that's our constant of proportionality. And I'm going to assign variables to the tickets and the money. I'm going to say X for tickets and Y for money. So now to write an equation in the format Y equals KX, I'm going to say Y equals, and our constant of proportionality is 62.20. So Y equals 62.2 X. That's our equation. And X represents tickets and Y represents money. So now let's use this to solve the problems we were asked. I'm going to write my equation here. Y equals 62.2X, where X is the number of tickets and Y represents money. So the first question we're asked is how much will they make if they sell 7,000 tickets? So will I substitute 7,000 for X or for Y? So I'll look over here at the left hand side and I'll see that X represents number of tickets. So I'm going to substitute 7,000 for X. I'm going to go Y is 62.20 per ticket for 7,000 tickets. So Y equals 435,000. When I multiply those out, 435,400. So how much money will they make if they sell 7,000 tickets? They will make $435,400. And then we're being asked another question. I'm going to use the same equation. Y equals 62.2X. If the money is 379,420, how many tickets are sold? So money is represented by Y. This is Y. So I'm going to substitute that number in for Y. 379,420 is 62.2X. I'm going to divide both sides by 62.2 to find just X, and I'll get X is equal to 6,100. So how many tickets were sold? 6,100 tickets. So that's how we set up and solve an equation to solve problems. And you saw that the various parts of the various values, the number of tickets, the money, and the constant of proportionality were all tied to X, Y, and K. So to summarize the steps there, I first calculated the constant of proportionality. That was the cost of one ticket. And then I assigned variables, X to the number of tickets and Y to the money. And I wrote an equation. And then I substituted numbers in for X and Y and solved to find the answers to the questions. So let's use these steps to solve another problem. And this is actually a two-step problem, so let's take it in two steps, 1 and 2. So 10 cans, I'm going to say to start off with, 10 cans weigh 0.16 kilograms. So 1 can, dividing both of these by 10, will give me 0.016 kilograms. So that's my unit rate there, 0.016. And I'm going to assign C to cans and W to weight in kilograms. And so my equation will be, my weight is 0.016 kilograms per can. That's my first equation. Now my second equation will represent the number of cans and the money that can be earned for those cans. And so 10 cans are worth $0.014. So dividing both of these by 10, I get 1 can, 0.014. And so that's my unit rate there, 0.014. And so I'm going to say C for cans again. And this time I'm going to say M for money. And so my equation is going to be M equals 0.014 C. So now that I have my two equations, I can use these to solve questions. So the first one is relating weight to number of cans. So my equation for that was W equals 0.016 C. And I'm being given the weight, which is W. So 2.4 equals 0.016 C. And divide both sides by 0.016. And I get C is equal to 150. So that means that they recycled 150 cans. And then the equation relating number of cans to money was M equals 0.014 C. So I know I've got 150 cans, so 0.014 times 150 will give me M, and that is equal to $2.10, 2.1. So how much money were they worth? $2.10. So that's how we used the steps of calculating the constant of proportionality, assigning the variables, writing an equation, substituting values for the variables in the equation, and solving. So in this lesson, you related all parts of the equation y, k, and x, or c and w and m and k to the quantities in the situation, and you set up these equations and used them to solve problems.